Oh, nice split through move there by Carly Thatcher. Old Dominion. It's whistled for the foul.
Yeah, those are the feet I'm talking about. And I'd love it if we get another look at that. Just great flick of her foot to set the defenders off. And again, she gets it. She flicks that foot, steps through, and that really warrants a yellow card. Clear attacking opportunity broken up, and kind of got to set the tone there.
Maddie Moore's got it for the Tigers. Morich in the area for Old Dominion. And there's the shiftiness of Carly Thatcher on display. Knocked down, no call.
Excellent.
There's
refereeing.
the whistle.
Yeah, that's really well done. As critical as I've been several calls, Thatcher gets hacked down. Advantage is clearly there. Auburn maintains possession, so the referee says play on to see if anything develops. She lets Anna Haddock run with the ball, and then when it disappears, calls it back. Really well done.
I don't hear shifty as frequently in soccer, but I mean, that's what was jumping out to me there with Carly Thatcher.
I love Thatcher's play. Really great feet. She uses all sorts of little fakes and flicks to make players just move 6 inches, and then she's in. She's going to earn more and more time as this season unfolds.
Offensively, she said she always selfishly chose the offense.
Yeah, sure.
You know, makes sense. She's playing forward, but she stepped up for the defense, and as a result, she loves it now.
Well, and here's a deep shot and a goal for the Tigers! Thatcher from distance nets her first goal of her sophomore campaign.
Just another example of very good spatial awareness, a fake, a turn, and a beautiful curving shot. Lena Blake just barely getting a fingertip on that, but it wouldn't be enough.
Carly Thatcher was one. She's getting the slam dunk over on the Auburn bench. That's creative celebration right there.
Can we bring celebrations to soccer? I'm here for it. I loved them in college baseball.
Yeah, but you seen them in softball.
Let's bring them over.
Yeah.
Back. And similarly, Carly Thatcher with a fake and release, curving it into the back of the net. 6 different Auburn players contributing offensively.
Well, said at the start, Auburn has weapons around Anna Haddock. Auburn has cashed in on 3 chances in the first half, but just unable to get it going once they got to the box.
We saw a first glance of it at the start of this half, and that's really been their only opportunity.
Header and a goal for the Tigers! Sabrina McNeil.
Mina, good observation, good. Play up top to Hanks. Hanks played it back to Ochoa, and Ochoa protesting there is a handball, and a yellow card comes out. I think that's to Thatcher, pardon me. It is. It'll be a free kick once again for the Demon Deacons. Emily.
Thatcher taken down for an Auburn free kick.
Very dangerous foul to give up. Great angle to bend the ball in on the 6.
Kendo to Thatcher. Touch from behind by Loza. Arias getting under control. Goes right to Thatcher. Nice touch, gets around Morrow. Even with a box cross in, headed on and wide for Arias.
And brilliant build-up by the Tigers, and a great piece of skill by Sid to beat Moreau, the outside back. But that last ball needed a little bit more juice on it. Again, here we see the great little sombrero, and she really had to get this over that last defender. She had 2 runners on the backside. Arias did all she could, but it wasn't enough.
Well, like you and I were talking off camera this week in our prep about Carly Thatcher, and Man, the significant minutes she's been getting. I mean, she really grew last year as a freshman, but she's taken a step forward this year even more as a sophomore. And she's one of those backs. She's truly in the mix to be in the starting rotation.
Did I just give all of her hard work credit to Sid Richards? Is that what I did? I'm in trouble with somebody's mama.
But you caught it, though.
Yeah, that's right.
But you caught it.
I'm slow, but I get there. Did not give up a corner.
But also, too, not to give up a rebound after the deflection, because I don't think Talley was that far away from striking distance. Thatcher with a cross in. Tangled up. Arias over the shoulder. Aaron Houston will throw it in. Thatcher smooth off the boot out of the air to Haddock.
Community is so intense. So many connections to be made all around the country from West Point graduates to support them.
Ball over the top. Thatcher tangled up at the last moment with Emma Ritchie. Thatcher just couldn't hit it cleanly as Stroman takes it away. Boy, Thatcher, she continues to be a target there, Mac.
She is. Everywhere she goes, she's dangerous. Great feet, great runs, really quick. I think she's continuing to earn herself more and more minutes.
And for Army, too, it was fun to learn in soccer. You know, in football, we'll let Anna Haddock finish this run. Diving effort that goes wide. Thatcher is one, McKenzie, that was in the starting 11 in the preseason and got sick, had to miss a couple days. Well, after about a week out, she's really been working her way back, and if she's not the top sub off the bench for Auburn, she's certainly number 2.
Well, it's understandable because when she comes on the field, she's like a little Energizer bunny. She brings the fast pace. She is risky and creative with her play.
If she's not scoring, she can definitely be one that can serve them up and set up the goal scorers for Auburn.
She definitely has a good read on the game and just knowing where to distribute the ball.
Thatcher deflects it out off of Lily Fabian, and that'll be an Auburn corner. And man, you see that Carly Thatcher's motor allowing her to get up that right flank is what set that play up.
So, yeah, it'd be nice to get that starting nod, but at the same time, you're still contributing.
Here's Thatcher, left foot going wide. Diving passes Barankova. And Carly Thatcher, if you're Coach Hoppa, that's a good look. You don't mind your sophomore taking that shot.
No, quickly transitioning back into play. Thatcher with the slicing ball into the back of the net, just barely outside of the frame. For me, I'm a very competitive person, so I was competing with myself to try to get back ahead of schedule and be in the best tip-top shape I could be.
Thatcher getting advantage, cuts one in to Candelino. Left foot, and a nice block by Barankova. She played in the first half, and Sammy, she's battled a toe injury early in her career, but has really developed. Here's Simpson whipping one in. Thatcher gets on the end of it with the right boot, and Barankova gets a hand on it. Out of play for an Auburn corner with 2 minutes to play in the half.
Nice quick decision there from Carly Thatcher, and Barankova just reading the ball very well. Play started with a ball from Simpson. Thatcher settling it with just 2 touches and making the quick decision to pull the trigger. Barankova touching it with the inside of her glove there, just knocking it out.
Here comes Auburn up the left-hand side. Candelino trying to reverse it to Simpson.
Otoyoye off of Thatcher, who managed to keep it in play somehow. And Whitaker checks out.
Yep.
She's replaced by Sabrina McNeil, the grad transfer from Eastern Michigan.
Nice play by Thatcher, isn't it? But again, Missouri.
It's a bit of a nasty foul by Thatcher as well.
Yeah.
And I think the crowd reaction played a part in Thatcher getting a booking there.
It possibly did. But, you know, Thatcher there had done really well, but then frustration, I think, getting the better of her after that ball had gone. Just one or two signs now of the Auburn players getting a little bit frustrated as well, Nate. Leaving a foot in here and there. You saw it there. Bit of a push. It wasn't that bad, was it, in the end?
Thatcher. Richards. That's a good-looking run and a great ball.
That was much better from Auburn, wasn't it? More what we come to expect from them going forward. But again,
5 years at Eastern Michigan, which included a redshirt season because she tore her ACL once. As Auburn is now on the move. Push it back out wide. Low cross. Turn. Looking for space. Instead, it goes backwards. Far side for Carly Thatcher. Plays a low cross in. Dealt by LaPazzer. Torn ACL as well. Started the first 8 games last year before she tore it. Had surgery a year ago Friday. And already back starting every match. Thatcher again. Long effort. Just wide. Thanks to Ashley Orcus. Every game, there's at least one.
Carly Thatcher has been a player that I've been itching to see from Coach Karen Hoppe come off the bench. She can strike a ball from distance. We saw her do that a lot when she played in the USLW League over the summer. Barely fingertip reaches and brings that one back over the line. But Carly Thatcher for Auburn, she's the player that I've been waiting to see come off the bench. A true game changer when she touches the ball. Absolutely almost gets that one by Orcus.
The road against Missouri and Arkansas. Can Haddock be the igniter? Threaded through. Thatcher, no surprise to see her get the start in the second half. Far post. Beat Orcus, but beat the post as well. She's asked the most questions of anybody on Auburn so far today, though.
Absolutely, and I think that she is that player that can change the game just by a few touches. Very good 1v1. Can really hit a ball from distance, but can also be a player that kind of acts as a decoy, right? Brings a lot of defenders out to try and mark her and still ends up getting a service off. Player, she's going to do great things, but what version of that player are you going to get in their freshman season? You really don't know. And so I have to agree with you. I think none of us knew because you really don't know with a lot of the freshmen, but she has certainly...
That has to be a yellow, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, that's textbook. She should certainly be thrown a caution, and she does get that. First yellow card of the match to Haley Cloud.
Carly Thatcher already causing so many problems in this second half. Nifty little move. She is so quick, so explosive with her first touch. Nothing for Cloud to do but foul or let her go there.
Thatcher, who is no doubt making her presence known and putting in a bid for more and more playing time. Orcus certainly played a big part in that.
Oh, yeah.
But their confidence is running so high. They're about to potentially go to their 11th straight game unbeaten. Here's Thatcher again, though, making life really hectic for the back line for Ole Miss. Offensively, she has really been the spark plug, but nobody has been really around there to help her out, unfortunately.
For the Auburn Tigers, Carly Thatcher, the player to highlight as she gets set to make her first career start for the Orange and Blue.
The way I describe Thatcher would be Energizer Bunny. Auburn is going to look for her to come in tonight and shake things up for them. Against Ole Miss on Sunday, she had the most looks on goal.
For the Auburn Tigers, Carly Thatcher looks to be an offensive fixture for them tonight. It's Auburn and Vanderbilt coming up here at the Auburn Soccer Complex.
This one is to stay calm and play their possession style of soccer. I'll get to that second one here as Carly Thatcher attacks the goal.
On the attack, Thatcher's got it in the box. She'll take a shot, knocked away by that.
More productive, get their first SEC goal of the season, but that's not only relying on their offensive attack here.
As Carly Thatcher takes it in, just wide.
almost got to a ball to intercept it. And so that's going to be something that Auburn wants to look at the right moments to do, as Vanderbilt's defense is extremely patient. They'll knock the ball around. Can they catch them off guard, a little bit unfocused, and get in behind that way on the counter?
And one of the names you mentioned, Maddie Simpson, has been another dynamic to the Auburn attack, the Auburn offense. 3 goals on the year for Simpson. Haddock's got it, left foot, takes a shot.
Like when you're a kid and you listen to your parents, like sometimes you need another voice in there to hear it. Your parents might be saying the same thing, but it's just that other point of view, someone else giving you that advice.
Sklopin's got it, and what a shot! Wow!
There at the top, and they were picked to finish at the bottom, so all those preseason rankings really just thrown out the door.
Speaks to how competitive.
Exactly. I mean, your defense starts with a good attack, and so the past 3 games, Auburn's defense could only do so much. Their back line is solid, but there's only so much you can do if you don't have possession of the ball and control of the game and are getting opportunities yourself. Some players need to be a little more selfish and take their chances when they have them.
Look at this ball up ahead for Carly Thatcher, edge of the box. Thatcher's got it, the shot wide. What a ball from Hayden Colson. Quick speed there from Thatcher, trying to get past Antoine. Auburn's got it, Thatcher's down. And it's going to be a throw-in for the Tigers. And the yellow card is out.
Take another look at what happened down in the corner here. Oh, I don't know if I agree with the ref on that one. The tackle into the back of Carly Thatcher, but he awarded the yellow to her.
Wow.
There is no review in college soccer though, so that decision will stand, but man, I don't know if I agree with that one, JJ.
Yeah. Thought that card was destined for Caroline Betts. But the yellow card issued to Auburn's Carly Thatcher. Wow.
I will say it's probably just an effort by the referee to control this game. A lot of fouls have been happening in the past couple minutes, so he wants to cut those out.
Just one more look.
Caroline Betts running in and really sweeping down Carly Thatcher. Referee decides that Carly Thatcher is at fault there, though, awarding her a yellow.
And so for that reason, knowing that there is no overtime, we'll see how aggressive these squads are.
Just trying to play to their strengths and scratch out what they can. Nice move there by Thatcher, who keeps it on her feet.
You see Haddock trying to turn, but it was... You see the speed there.
Thatcher, she goes down, but no call. Now is there a call?
That's going to be the first yellow card of the game on Rimco.
Wow. We'll take a look at that. It went on Rimco.
I believe so.
So now the Wildcats set up the wall. And here's a look.
There you see the tackle.
For the 2 Auburn substitutions. Boy, and this is trouble right here. This is McNeil, who just came in with the fresh legs. She goes with a cross. And is that Henschler who put it in for an own goal?
Yeah, Henschler was trying to clear it out of bounds and unfortunately knocked it in.
Now Richards turning the corner against Hodge. Tigers in the middle to Kando. Up top, Thatcher, 1v1, heck of a save by Mac Titus.
just a brilliant build-up by Auburn. Sydney Richards with that little fake that created the space, and then Kando backpedals and flips the ball to Thatcher, but Mac Titus, like we said, time to step up, and Britchie sure did.
Titus, I think, a little frustrated that Thatcher had that easy of an opportunity. It was a heck of a pass in.
They come in, and South Carolina not only put it on frame, but upper 90 did. Nobody stopping that one.
Thatcher flying ahead with speed. It's 2-on-1. Pressure from Simpson. Goes wide, and Thatcher gets the advantage. Foul on Simpson. And Auburn's Amy Craven slow to get up. Tigers back to work with Thatcher off that right flank. That's been the favor for the attack today is Carly Thatcher. She has been the spark through the first 15 minutes for the orange and blue, and just like that, Auburn works their first corner kick attempt.
Well, Auburn being very intentional about trying to find their forwards' feet, especially their wide forwards, and you see why. A little stop-and-go move by Thatcher, and she's in, earns a valuable corner kick.
Familiar with the collegiate level here in the SEC. Tigers building a nice attack with Sclopin. Of course, going back to Carly Thatcher, the sophomore, with the right foot, getting a piece of it's Mac Titus.
Again, Carly Thatcher maintaining the theme of danger down the right side. As Coach Appa suggested in our interview, she really want to find the wide forward's feet, and didn't need to cross that. She's happy to take her own chances and earn the corner kick. Great first touch. And that ball's upper 90. Mac Titus really covered it well. Bounce on her 6. Normally she'd come out and clean that up, and Mississippi State proving by far the most dangerous of the two teams in the opening 15 minutes.
Carly Thatcher collides with Olivia Buxton. Buxton took the front end of the collision, and Auburn given the advantage. Here's another look.
Now, Thatcher's feet are so good. And in fact, that fake, she never even touched the ball. Just a little step over takeaway. And creates a foul out of nothing.
Well, Thatcher, her speed, her play this year, Mac, she was developing last year as a freshman. She earned that starting nod here just last week against Vandy. Kando turning on one wide. Flying in from behind to save the day for the Dogs. Kando to Richards. Right side, Thatcher with a goal! Richards to Thatcher, right post, and the Tigers go ahead with 10 minutes to play.
Goal scored by number 7, Carly Thatcher.
All the credit to Auburn's bench, Britt. That came off of a quick attack off of a throw in Auburn's bench. Picks the ball up, tosses it, gets thrown in quickly, and just classic wide play, great cross, and as simple a finish as you can get. You just have to be brave, tuck it home. Absolutely brilliant payoff for Carly Thatcher after being such a devastating 1v1 player all game long. And that's the real key on that finish is Carly didn't get sucked inside. So many times your wingers, they just got to go to goal. They're so hungry. They're so desperate for a goal. She stayed patient, and she was able to run at and attack that ball instead of running wide to try to get onto it.
This is Thatcher's, third consecutive start. Sophomore out of Greer, South Carolina. Had a hat trick last year, Mac, against Alabama A&M. Well, she scored this year against Southern Miss and just perhaps got possibly the game winner against Mississippi State.
Yeah, it's just as pretty as it gets. She beats the outside back for Mississippi State, and she's just, tucks it home as neatly as you can. But again, it's all based on understanding your position, your role, and trusting your wingers to do the job. And Sid delivered, and Carly finished it.
Hayes tried to leave it for Pante as Pante running a diagonal outside in. Not enough pace on that, picked off. And it's going to be Auburn who comes back. Anna Haddock held there, and call was delayed because of advantage. McDonald, the ball in. Diagonal run there by Beckman, but sent away, and here comes Auburn on the counter. Thatcher on the far side.
Does well to keep that ball away from Calzada.
Ball into the middle of the field. Miley Hayes sends the ball forward. That is Mia Pante trying to run onto it in a foot race over on the far side of the field with Thatcher, Carly Thatcher. It goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Auburn. Thatcher sends the ball ahead to Sydney Richards. Back inside to Thatcher. Played outside mid on the left-hand side for Texas A&M.
Just one of those tactically versatile, valuable utility players.
Here comes Auburn. Anna Wesh plays the ball into the middle. And now back out wide, near side. That's Thatcher looking for the cross. Did she get it off?
She did.
It'll be cleared away by Texas A&M and a throw-in for Auburn.
Thatcher
Emmy Craven
rivals Carolyn Calzada for fastest player on the field. She can cover some ground.
Thorson sends that one up the field, and now stepping in front of that is Haddock. Anna Haddock takes this one, goes to her right side corner of the penalty box. Now a cut in and a left-footed strike past Molly Swift, but wide left. Great thought on the score there, just a little off the mark. And a corner kick coming for Auburn. Only 8th overall in the league standings. Auburn is 7th in the West and 12th overall. They would need 2 wins to finish out the regular season to make it to Pensacola for the SEC tournament. A feed in towards the middle, and Swift will slow that down. She saw it deflected from the box. It'll be kicked away by Auburn, though, and a chance for the Tigers to keep LSU on their heels. This one sent towards the sideline. Anna Haddock, and then a big takedown against Carly Thatcher. A little aggressive there. Now 4 minutes remaining here in our Sunday matinee between Auburn and LSU. Still scoreless. Thatcher with it now. 3 Tigers in front of her, pushing it up for Auburn, and she is brought down, and the ball's still in play. Here's a kick at Swift, and she knocks it down. The Tigers, for LSU, were kind of standing around assuming that there was a foul going to be called. Thatcher is brought down by Olivia Wilkes. And then away from that, the shot is attempted by Thatcher.
They sure are, and the player that I'm thrilled to see play tonight is Carly Thatcher, number 7. She plays as if there is no pressure on her. She'll be on the right side of that diamond looking to exploit that space down the flank, and we'll see how Auburn's 4 in the midfield match up against Tennessee's 5.
Pass wasn't there.
But Hannah Wesh, again, diagnoses that. She's almost man-marking Taylor Huff. She's not, but she's reading that every time. And if you can keep her off the ball, you're going to have a chance.
Wesh, a veteran in this Auburn program. Thatcher working with Arias of the country, too, when you talk about the heat and the humidity. There's nothing like that late August, early September humidity that teams get on Sunday.
I love watching Carly Thatcher. I'm sorry, I just got to stop and laugh. What a beautiful sombrero. She did about 3 players, and Tennessee running with their second offsides of this early half. But I hope we get to take another look at Carly. She is a piece of work, and just like that, what a great production crew. But just this beautiful little sombrero, and then continues to win the ball. She's going to be something for the rest of this season and into next year. She's got a bright future.
She got on the end of a beautiful ball, a pass by Sydney Richards to defeat Mississippi State 1-0 just over a week ago. And the thing about Carly Thatcher, she's been steady since her freshman season, constantly knocking on the door to be in the starting 11 back, and pretty much she gave Coach Hoppa no choice. Coach Hoppa, mid-season in the SEC, Auburn had a slow start, needed to get something going. Well, Carly Thatcher, she's been one of those sparks. Now finding help to Candota Haddock. Some of Auburn's top attackers in the mix. Here's Thatcher, 1v1, right side against Desapool. Cross in, deflected, and it falls to the feet of Fusco. Here's how it started with the Tigers.
and Thatcher getting in line with a great cutback ball. Arias almost getting on the end of that.
Stop this Tennessee pressure. Tennessee, though, they just keep coming back time and time again.
Well, Auburn's playing a bit into their game plan right now because they're, as you very appropriately said, are being impatient. You've got to keep the ball a little bit more, get some numbers up. And again, Carly Thatcher doing what she does so well.
Thatcher being patient, but pressure from Fusco with the left foot attempted, got the rebound. Kando high, just off the top of the crossbar and out.
This a joy, and that's a lot of fun to watch both of these teams play. All credit to Auburn.
Yeah.
There's no quit. Great build-up, great moments, and here's another.
Tigers need an equalizer. They have the ball at the feet of Haddock. Yes, they gave up a couple goals late, but Mac, that was a decision you were in favor of at the time. Why is that?
100%. As soon as I saw the switch, the first word that came to my mind was brave, just like this run by Carly Thatcher.
Mac set it up. If you're Auburn, Thatcher going in. Thatcher, 1v1, chips it on, and poked away. Poked away at the last second. Richards with a chance and high. Tara Katz poked it away. Auburn still had life, and Richards sailed it high, but what a run there by Carly Thatcher. The Tigers get nothing from it.
Bit more challenging with the type of competition that they will see coming up next week. But they are a top 6 seed, and they will get a bye to the quarterfinals. Here's Thatcher. Cut it back to the right. It was deflected. Crone just gets down to take it at the edge of the 6. Candolino was in heavy pursuit. If I'm Alabama, I'm starting to get a little nervous here. Thatcher.
Step up! Step up!
This looks like a bit of a different Auburn team offensively than we have seen in SEC play this year. Sclopin. Thatcher right at Crone. Colorado's a great state for high school soccer. Colby Hale has really focused on that the last few years. Great head coach for Arkansas. Picked off, and now here's Thatcher. Has some help as well. Takes it herself and just fires wide. Westhart's blood pressure starting to rise.
Mine did too. Look, we talked about it. Sydney Richards, Carly Thatcher. You're going to have a day today, and Carly Thatcher has been that girl for them.
Thatcher, only a sophomore out of Greer, South Carolina. Last year, 3 goals and 2 assists. This season, right around that production mark of 2 goals and 2 assists.
She had a tremendous summer in the USLW League playing up there in Greenville, close to where she's from. I think playing at that level has brought about a new side of her that we're not used to seeing.